Today, I'm going to show you two different ways that you can downgrade your iPhone 4S or iPad 2 from iOS 9.3.6 to iOS 6.1.3. There will be links to all the download links for both methods in the description. The first method will be using 3utools, and that works for Windows and Mac. The second method will be using iOS Legacy Kit, and that I'm pretty sure is for Mac only. So once again, links will be down in the description for all the things you'll need to perform both processes. And if this video helps you out, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Also, I recently opened an Amazon storefront. There will be a link for that in the description as well, if you would like to help the channel out in that way. I receive small commissions for the things you purchase on Amazon. Thank you guys very much, and I hope you enjoy the video. Alright guys, today I'm coming at you with a very special video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to downgrade your iPhone 4S from iOS 9.3.6 to iOS 6.1.3. We're going to be using a brand new version of 3utools that is now available for the Mac. If you're on Windows, you'll also need 3utools, but you will need to use version 2.55, version 2.38, or version 2.17, depending on what version of Windows you're running. So let's get into the tutorial with the brand new version of 3utools on Mac, finally, after all these years. So first, you are going to connect this iPhone to Wi-Fi. Once that's done, we'll be back. Once you're connected to Wi-Fi, and you're gonna go to this exact URL, jailbreak.app/legacy.html. It may take a second to load, but once it's loaded, you're going to scroll down till you see install Phoenix, iOS 9.3.5, iOS 9.3.6. You can tap that. It's going to install the Phoenix jailbreak app. You should see it pop up here in a second. There we go. It's now installing. Okay, once that's done, we're going to go to settings, general, and device management. Tap this, see Phoenix app, trust. Once that's done, we can go back home and we can go to the Phoenix app. Prepare for jailbreak, accept, proceed with jailbreak, begin installation. Use provided offsets. There we go, the jailbreak has begun. You'll get a prompt that says storage almost full, and then your iPhone will restart. Once your iPhone restarts, you should now see the Cydia app along with the Phoenix app. If you don't see the Cydia app, just relaunch the Phoenix app and reinitiate the jailbreak. Keep trying to get the Cydia app. But now that we have Cydia, open Cydia. Once this pops up, tap return to Cydia, and then click the first option, upgrade essential, confirm. Once this is done, Cydia should close, and then we can reopen it. Cydia is closed. Now we can relaunch Cydia. Go to the bottom, tap sources, tap edit, tap add, and you want to add repo.gihmstar.net, repo.timstar.net. Add source, return to Cydia. Now we can go to our sources. You see the Timstar beta repo. Tap that. Tap all packages. Can go down to K. You want to install this one, KDFU app. Tap KDFU app. Tap install. Confirm. Okay, it is now finished. Return to Cydia. Now you'll have a brand new app on the home screen. KDFU. Open it, and you want to select all four options here. Once you have all four options selected, you can tap enter KDFU. You'll see it says bye-bye system. It's now entering KDFU mode. The phone should power off, and it should not come back on. If it does come back on, you need to re-enable the jailbreak through the Phoenix app, and then redo the process that I just showed you in the KDFU app. But as you can see, the phone just shut down, and it is not coming back on, which means we are successfully in KDFU mode. Now, we need to connect the phone to the computer and launch 3utools. So, I'll be right back. Now, all we need to do is go to 3u.com. Here we are at 3u.com. We're going to be using the brand new macOS version. But if you're on Windows, I'm going to show you the three versions that you need to try to get this to downgrade. So click on the detail button. Now, the macOS version, there's only one version right now. It's version 3.03. For Windows, here's the versions you're going to need to try. You can try the latest version for Windows, which is version 3.09. You can try version 2.55 released in 2020. And you can try version 2.38. If you're on Windows 8.1 or older, you need to use version 2.17. But for this video, we're going to be using the macOS version, which is version 3.03. You will also need to get the custom firmware for the iPhone 4S. I will have this website linked down in the description. It is a tutorial from 3utools. Basically, you go down and you select this OTA iPhone 4,1 IPSW file. Download this. Once that's downloaded, we can go into 3utools, and the phone is still in KDView mode from before. So what we're going to do is we're going to click Go Flash, select local firmware, import, select the OTA iPhone 4,1 IPSW, open, make sure retained users data is not checked, and you select quick flash mode for Windows. Flash, flash. Close out of this. Let's make this full screen. And you see we already have the old iOS 6 Apple logo displayed on this screen. Once that's done, we'll be back. Alright, congratulations. Clean flash completed. Now we need to wait for the phone to boot, and we should be in iOS 6.1.3. Oh, my bad. It needs to do one more progress bar, and then we should be booted into iOS 6 on the iPhone 4S. Boom. Just like that, we're booted into iOS 6. Now there's one more thing we need to do on 3utools. We need to click iDevice activate now. Activate and skip. Okay, we are now activated, which means we can skip through most of the setup. Start using iPhone. Just like that, we downgraded from iOS 9.3.6 to iOS 6.1.3. Just to show you, let's go into settings, general about, version 6.1.3, build number 10B329. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you downgrade your iPhone 4S from iOS 9.3.6 to iOS 6.1.3. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, today I'm coming at you with an updated tutorial of how to downgrade your iPhone 4S or certain models of iPad 2 from iOS 9.3.6 to iOS 6.1.3. Now, I did a video like this a couple months ago, and people have been having problems installing the Phoenix app. So I'm going to show you two ways to install the app. If the one doesn't work, you can do the other one, and we can get this done. So if we go into settings, general about, as you can see, we're indeed running iOS 9.3.6. The first thing we need to do is install Phoenix. This is the way that usually doesn't work for some reason lately, but I'll still show you how to do it. So you're going to go to this exact URL, jailbreaks.app/legacy.html. If you don't go to that exact link, you'll just get a blank page. Again, jailbreaks.app/legacy.html. So as you see, we have install Phoenix iOS 9.3.5, 9.3.6. Tap that. So once you tap on that, you should see jailbreak.app would like to install Phoenix. Tap install. Now go back to your home screen and wait for it to install. But most of the time, at least recently, it doesn't install properly. Usually you can tell right off the bat by that app icon. That is not the right icon. But we'll see. Unable to download app. Phoenix could not be installed at this time. So let's tap done, and I will show you the brand new way to get this app installed on this phone so we can jailbreak it. So here we are on the Mac. These links will be down in the description, by the way. First thing we're going to do is go to sideloadly.io, scroll down to the bottom, download the macOS version. Once it's downloaded, we can click on it, drag it into our applications folder, and we can try to open it, but it probably won't let us. Let's see. Sideloadly cannot be opened. Click done. Go to system settings, down to security and privacy, all the way down to the bottom. Click open anyway. Open anyway again. Okay. Now, once it opens, make sure you select the iPhone. Click it. Now, what we need to do is go to the second link in the description and download the Phoenix app IPA file. As you can see, that downloaded very quickly. Now we go back into Sideloadly. We select the IPA we just downloaded for Phoenix. Click open. Now it's there. We have the phone selected here. Next, we need to input our Apple ID and our Apple ID password. It's going to use our Apple ID to sign the Phoenix app on the device for 7 days. After that, you need to re-sign it. But we're only using this to downgrade to iOS 6 anyway. So it doesn't really matter because there's a fully untethered jailbreak for iOS 6. But anyway, type in your Apple ID and your Apple ID password. Once that's done, you can click start. Alright, so it's done. As you see on the iPhone, there is the Phoenix app. Tap it to open, prepare for jailbreak, accept, dismiss, proceed with jailbreak, begin installation. We want to use provided offsets. We get a storage almost full prompt. That's a good sign. The phone is now rebooting. Alright, the phone has just finished rebooting. Let's slide to unlock and see if we have Cydia. Yes, we do have Cydia. Now, if it did not work on your first try, just keep going into Phoenix and trying to re-enable the jailbreak until you eventually get Cydia on your home screen. Now let's open Cydia. It's gonna come up and ask us if we wanna upgrade anything. Yes, we are going to do. We're going to do the essential upgrade. There we go. You wanna select upgrade essential. Confirm. Once this is done, Cydia will most likely crash, and then you just need to reopen it, and I'm gonna tell you the 2 tweaks that we need to install. Very simple, very quick. Alright, so see, there we go. Cydia just crashed. Now we can reopen it. Now we need to go to search, and we need to search for open SSH. It's gonna be this first one, this green one. We want to install that. Confirm. Storage almost full. We can ignore that. Okay, so that's open SSH done. Now we can return to Cydia. Go back to search. This time you want to search for core, and we want this one, the second one, core utilities. Tap that, tap install, tap confirm. Once this is done, we can move to the next step, which will be on the Mac using legacy iOS kit and terminal. Alright, so that's done. We can now go back to the home screen and put the phone down. Back on the Mac now, we can now close out of Sideloadly, close out of this. Now, what we need to do next is go to the GitHub page for the legacy iOS kit. Click on the latest release, and then select legacy iOS kit macOS 24.10.01 and download that. Now, next, we want to go to our Launchpad, or you can do a command space and type TER to open terminal. But we're going to open terminal, and we are going to go to the legacy iOS kit folder, and you'll see here there's a bunch of files here. The restore.sh is the one we want to focus on, so let's click that and just drag it into the terminal window and then press enter. Okay, so we immediately get a pop-up that we need to install the Xcode command line tools, which we're going to install. Agree. It's downloading. Once it's done downloading, we'll be back. Alright, so we're back now. The command line tools were successfully installed, so we can click done on that. Now we need to run the script again, so let's drag the restore.sh back in, press enter. As you see, it identified it as an iPhone 4S, iPhone 4,1, iOS version 9.3.6. Now what you want to do is type 1 to select restore/downgrade, press enter. Now here you can either choose iOS 8.4.1 or iOS 6.1.3. For this video, we're going to do 6.1.3. So type 2 and press enter. And we want to download the target IPSW from Apple servers. So once again, press 2 and hit enter. It will begin downloading the IPSW. This won't take too long because it is a fairly small file. We're already over halfway done. Okay, and the IPSW is downloaded. As you see, it is now over here. iPhone 4,1, 6.1.3 IPSW. Now, what we want to do is type in 3 to start restore. Here it's asking you if you would like to jailbreak the phone right off the bat. For this, I'm gonna say no, but you can say yes if you want. It's the easiest way to get the jailbreak done for 6.1.3. And then here, this answer depends on how much RAM your Mac has when creating the custom IPSW. So if your Mac has less than 8 gigabytes of RAM, select no. If it has more, select yes. Enter. It's now creating the IPSW. Once again, won't take too long. Okay, so here we need to enter KDFU mode, and here it says install OpenSSH and core utilities in Cydia, which we already have done. After installing these requirements, lock your device. You'll be prompted to enter the root password of your device. The default root password is Alpine. Your password input will not be visible, but it is still being entered. On entering KDView mode, the device will disconnect. Proceed to unplug and replug your iOS device when prompted. Okay, so we can hit enter on that. It's asking for the root password, which is Alpine. Just type it in slowly, make sure you get it correct. It's not going to show it on the screen, but it is indeed entering. Once you've typed Alpine, you can press enter, and we need to get ready to disconnect and reconnect our device. Okay, unplug, replug. Okay, looks like we did it. It's progressing. And on the phone shortly, we should see the old iOS 6 Apple logo. And if we do, we've been successful. And there we go. Just like that, guys. We've successfully downgraded. I'm gonna leave the phone here, and you guys can watch the downgrade process. All right, there we go. It is 40% done sending the file system. As you can see, the progress bar is slowly increasing on the iPhone. Now, as we're waiting, I would like to mention that usually when you plug in the iPhone to the computer, you need to tap trust on the iPhone to initiate the handshake. And also, you will likely get pop-ups during this process that you need to click on allow for the connection between the Mac and the phone. So if anything comes up saying allow iPhone to connect, make sure you click allow, and make sure you tap trust on the iPhone when it prompts you. For some reason, it did not prompt me for either. I'm not sure why, but I'm sure for the majority of you, it's gonna ask you to tap trust, and make sure you click allow on all the pop-ups that come up on the Mac relating to the phone. Okay, we're making some progress here. It's sending the baseband now. Done sending the baseband. Okay, we're almost done. Not too much longer, guys. Progress bar 1 is complete. There will be a second progress bar that comes up, and then we will be in iOS 6. Alright, should come back. There it is. We'll get a second progress bar, and then we are good to go. And there we go. Check out this animation, guys. Oh, that is so good. So good, man. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Start using iPhone. There we go. We've successfully downgraded from iOS 9.3.6 to iOS 6.1.3. As you see right there, version, if it wasn't obvious enough already, 6.1.3, build number 10B329. I hope you guys enjoyed the updated tutorial. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. I'll help you out as best as I can. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Let me know your thoughts on the iPhone 16 camera and the audio mix sound quality. I'll see you guys later.